So I'm starting this video in the back of the car because this is where I would have been back in my childhood. Was not allowed in the front. Doesn't this seem like a wild concept moving back here? Can't in the middle because there's a whole lot of spoons here. No, for real, there's just loads of spoons because I've got an event thing. Anyway, this is literally me when I was younger. Hi mum and dad, hi. Oh gosh, I love it back here. I've never been in the back of my car, ever. It's quite cramped, I'm not gonna lie. It's not a good time back here. I'm very much happy in the front, actually. Oh, it's really cramped back here. I think I should have fun back there. It's a whole different experience, a different vibe entirely, I have to say. Anyway, hello. So for today's video, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be eating like my 10-year-old self, because I feel like you know a lot about me now, but I want you to get to know, like, you know, if you're going on a date, you'd be like, oh, so tell me about you. What were you like as a kid? Maybe not, maybe. I'm not an expert in the dating field. I don't date. I don't know if that's a thing, but we're not dating. So a friend, be like, what were you like as a kid? And I just feel like my eating habits as a kid, and I thought it'd be really interesting to show you what we got up to. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Tesco's, because basically one of the major things, I've not done that many miles. Oh yes, I have. One of the major things about my food was that my mum was bargain queen. Anything on special offer is what I would eat. And it's actually funny because one of my friends would always have the same lunch as me, because my mum would always get the same things on offer as her mum. So we just had like matching lunches all the time. One thing my mum always did was a home cooked meal every evening. It was always a fresh, like, home cooked meal. And I always had packed lunches. I never had school dinners. So obviously this is going to be like a slight mix up, so you get a little bit of everything. So you need to go to Tesco's to get a few bits, because I want to get what's on special offer, because that's what the mother would do. Okay, so the main things we're getting is a chocolate bar, cereal bar, that kind of category, because for our packed lunches it was standard sandwich, a bar, a packet of crisps and fruit. And it's funny because I was actually just volunteering at school learning about healthy eating, and they're not allowed, they're only allowed one packet of crisps a week on a Friday at schools now, whereas most of my friends, and me included, had a packet of crisps every week. But as I said, it was what was on offer. So there would be some real treat times when there was those Echo bars. Do you remember those? Or the ones that had like M&Ms in them. The ones we didn't like as children were Blue Ribbons. Absolutely hated them. Thing is though, there was definitely different phases. It's probably because like a routine of what's on offer. I'm doing the 10-year-old period. When I was in year 7, I started making my own packed lunches, so it changed a lot. But I'm gonna do a general vibe that I had a dream of what I wanted to eat. Like, some of my friends had the bougiest lunches. Like, for me, a juice carton and kettle chips were the goal. If I could get all sun-shaped crisps, they were the absolute goal, but we never got those. So let's see what's on offer today. Now, mum mainly made our bread at home, but when we went to Breakfast Club, we were allowed white bread. They had white bread at Breakfast Club, and it was a wild time. But I couldn't remember if it was 50-50 or if it was best of both. There are so many different types of bread. I really couldn't remember, but I remember it was like a version of white bread. It was actually really hard picking a bag of crisps because there were so many that weren't there from my childhood. Like, I don't know where they've all gone. Pringle cans that they used to have. Also, crisps are so different from what I had as a kid. Okay, we're in the biscuit section now, and I have to pick a bar, but there aren't many on reduction actually. She got these a lot, but they used to be called 11Zs. I don't know if you remember them. She would never buy these. Sometimes we would have these for our afternoon snack instead of biscuits. So funny coming here now. I would have loved to have seen my mum's method for it all. We never got these fruit winders or these fruit bars when we were younger. I always really wanted them, or like fruit flakes, but these were the type of bars that we got. Basically, whatever was on reduction. I then hunted for whatever was cheapest on special offer. If we were lucky, we would get the little bags of things, like ice gems or things like that, but the party rings were the cheapest one. Okay, I'll do a little haul now. So, biscuits actually was quite overwhelming. My mum would buy something like this, which I've just found out all of them have dairy in. Normally, bourbons don't have dairy in, but for some reason in this pack they do, which is quite annoying. And we would fight over which ones, basically. They had this biscuit tin, I this, and then those flipping, the worst biscuit of all. These ones, nice. Not nice. Why are they called nice? Well, they're called nice, I think. I'm not sure. But they would infect the whole taste of the biscuit tin. It was not a good time. You'll see what each of these things are for. A fruit cocktail, which would sometimes be a pudding option. We're actually gonna have a different pudding option. And then for like the sweet snack in my lunch, the thing that was the cheapest were these mini party rings, which I feel like they used to come in a different container than this. But I was actually going to get Fruisley bars, but I think that was more of a secondary school bar that my mum started buying. Penguins, that sort of thing, and then every now and then she'd buy like an iced gem. These are cheapest per 100 grams. I used to love these. I haven't had these in a really, really long time. Hey, good morning. It's the next day. Don't mind this, I've got like a spot patch on because she has erupted. Literally, it's like the sorest thing ever. Didn't have those when I was trying to die. Breakfast, we used to go to this thing called Breakfast Club because my parents are both teachers. They worked at a different school, so I would have to go to Breakfast Club from about 10 to 8 until 9 when school started. I flipping loved Breakfast Club, and it meant I got 2 breakfasts because I got one at home and I got one at Breakfast Club, and I would alternate. So I would have cereal at home, toast at Breakfast Club, and vice versa. I prefer to save my toast for Breakfast Club because it meant I got white bread, and I never ever had white bread at home. Very specific with how I like my toast at Breakfast Club. So at home I would normally have a small bowl of cereal. We would never have chocolate ones were for holiday only. Or do I do a ready break moment? So on the ready break, I would take about a teaspoon of sugar. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It goes all like melty. Oh, I can see it melting. Oh my gosh, this is bringing back so many memories. This is like a warm hug. Stop that. Everything I ever wanted, to be honest with you. That was fantastic. So I am showered and clean. I have accidentally picked the spot. You know when you're doing really well not picking a spot, and then the shower's heat makes it pick? I'm just about to put my toast in the toaster. Now I was so specific with how I like my toast. Lightly toasted, and then I literally like mesh in the butter and honey almost until the toast is disintegrated. Kind of gross now when I think about it, but honestly the fact that I got to have white bread, that was literally gold to me. Okay, it's crunch time. You had to work quickly because it had to melt. Oh, I think it's a bit too done for little tiny grays. So you get your butter and you work it in so it goes really melty. This is the thing that I thought everyone did. You put your knife in the toast and then it takes it and makes it clean. I thought everyone did that, but apparently not. And you get your honey and you like scrape it in. How did my toast used to literally disintegrate when I did that. Oh yeah, there it goes. It's starting to go. See that? When you spread it and it starts to like pick up the pieces of bread. And then I would cut it into squares. There was the option of you could have a concentrate juice, but I hate juice. I used to hate it. I wouldn't have it. It was apple or orange. I just really didn't like it, so I just have water. Let's try it. Just bring back all the memories. I have a feeling it was only one piece of toast, but I can't remember. That was fantastic, everything I ever dreamed of. Hello, it is lunchtime. Cheese coleslaw tomato sandwich. We used to have sandwiches, didn't we, Mum? What was your...
That's not cheese.
It's dairy-free cheese.
Exactly, that's not cheese.
What were your favourite lunches to make us?
It was easiest.
And then you went through a chorizo phase. Yes, you did.
Don't remember.
Chloe, didn't Mum go through a chorizo sandwich phase?
I went through a peanut butter one until it got banned.
We have cheese, tomato and coleslaw. I feel like this was quite a standard. I mean, like ham or something like that. Pastrami. We have pastrami a lot.
Egg mayonnaise.
I should have done egg mayonnaise. And you'd always put cress in our egg mayo. We weren't really a yogurt family.
No, you didn't like them that much. You liked them.
Oh, you went through a middle corner phase. Had a complete momentary lapse. That's what we used to have if there was no chocolate bars. We'd have like a Mr. Kipling angel slice. Another thing we used to have that seemed to have disappeared off the face of the earth were Fabulous Baker Boys little chocolate cakes. Where have they gone? They were incredible. The chocolate was like this thick and the cake was like that. But they just worked. They were incredible. Where have they gone? I'm actually going to see what crisps we have because you always buy the crisps on offer, don't you? Oh! Wow, what an array we have. Or do I just go, I have wheat crunchies as well. Here we have wheat crunchies. Party rings for my sweet snack and an apple. Let's go. I love a wheat crunchy. Don't you love a wheat crunchy, Dad?
You like them, yeah.
Oh, the packet is tiny. I'm gonna have my little pack of party rings. Did Jaffa cakes come in the little plastic containers anymore? Do you remember it? The little
I know,
container.
yeah.
Remember when they had apple Jaffa cakes come out? Do you remember? And everybody was like, "Oh, what's that on?"
Had a good little snack time. I love watching people eat apples. So a good trip to Costco was had by all. Successful trip all round. So I'm gonna be having some chocolate chip hobnobs on the way home because we used to have our biscuits at about 4 o'clock, didn't we, Chloe? We'd have 3 biscuits, that was it. But Chloe apparently used to sneak a few extra.
I do not recall.
Well, she would look after us when we got home from school. And chocolate chip hobnobs are the best biscuit. They really hold their shape when you're dunking them. Okay, so sorry about that chaos. But yeah, I had 3 of the chocolate chip hobnobs, or Snack Jacks, so I'm gonna go all the cheese ones. Chloe said she hates a hobnob. Do you know what biscuit I hate?
What? A digestive?
Well, yeah, if they're not chocolate covered. You like a digestive?
Obviously.
You're lying. A plain digestive?
Yeah, I love a digestive.
Get out. Rich tea?
I love rich tea.
Yeah, I can do a rich tea, but it just doesn't hold well in a warm liquid, does it? Okay, bourbons I know you don't like. Now, where do you put party rings and jammy dodgers, things like that? Oh, hey. But in my eyes, they're not an everyday biscuit. I wouldn't put them in the biscuit tin. Different tier.
It's a party food.
There you go. Well, and what
It's a biscuit for special guests.
Yeah.
You want to pretend like you have them all the time, so you buy them and you're like, oh look, jammy dodgers in the biscuit tin.
I kind of like jam and creams. You don't like a jam and cream?
No, I told you, I don't like mini biscuits.
Yeah, so we had quite a good biscuit childhood. We'll be making this to have for pudding. This is what we used to have all the time. What was your favourite pudding that Mum did?
Angel Delight, crunchy bits in.
Yeah, she used to put hundreds and thousands in the Angel of Delight.
And if it was a really special day, those little chocolate dinosaurs.
Well, I don't think I remember. I don't think I was around for that.
You were. It was like chocolate chips but in a dinosaur shape.
Well, why don't they do those anymore?
I do not know.
That is fantastic. I'm going to bring out a range of chocolate dinosaurs. What I also did used to do, Mum never used to go to Costco, so we didn't have this. I would sneak into the baking cupboard, find the chocolate chips, and I would take a few mid-afternoon because Jesse told me he did it. I was like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever. So whilst Chloe and Jesse were in the lounge, we had like an open plan house. So I'd tiptoe. They thought I was going to the toilet. Get a few chocolate chips out like that and just be like... This is going to be so weird because I actually genuinely haven't had this pudding since I was maybe 8. I'm putting strawberry jam at the bottom. It's so funny reflecting on life and the foods and all the goods. My love of baking actually came from my mum because Mum literally made everything from scratch. Or, this is really weird, we would have bananas and we would dip them in sugar. Okay, for tea tonight, it is my all-time favourite tea that I used to have as a kid and is still my favourite tea now. But the thing was, it was a treat tea. It was on a Saturday, and because it would only be on a Saturday if the salmon was on special offer, because salmon is quite pricey. Love this meal. So I don't know what it is about it, and because I've been doing veganuary, I haven't had fish, haven't had meat in a whole month, and I just, you know when you just want it, I can't wait. I remember coming back from swimming parties. I feel like there was a time in my life when I went to a swimming party every Saturday. Can that time in my life please come back, because I was thriving. I'd be in the car home and be like, so Mum, what's for tea? And you just pray and hope that salmon had been on offer that day. Okay, this is the recipe, but obviously I don't put the natural yogurt in. It's from Jamie Oliver. Do you know how excited I am for this?
Very excited.
Oh my word, Mum, I'm so ready for this. Speaking of which, I hate baby corn. It's my least fave. I can't stand it. Mum is seasoning the spinach and lentil dish. Get that seasoning, Mum. And here it is. I feel like this is such a weird meal for a child to like.
Oh, mushrooms! I like mushrooms!
Thank you so much. These lentils, I love them so much. Mmm! Mum, this is fantastic.
Like I said, mushroom.
Dad, what was your favourite meal as a child?
I mean, a homemade one, probably a roast.
And Mum, what was your favourite meal as a child?
Baked potatoes and pickles and salad.
Simple gal. Your favourite pudding?
I like puddings. I wanted fruit. Strawberries probably were my favourite, but we very rarely have them. They were something that you ate in its season.
As your favourite pudding, Dad? Something to do with cherries.
Morello cherry gatto, Black Forest.
What did I say?
About a 4-tier one, it was really good.
So from Mum who didn't like puddings, choose that 4-tier chocolate gatto. Look at it, it's risen. It was half of that. Go on, Mum. I put a knife. Oh! Oh,
Too much jam. I
no.
used to smear the jam around.
What do we do?
It's fine. You just eat the bits that are cooked.
That's upsetting.
That actually doesn't look too bad.
Should I zap it in again now? Okay, Mum said that don't put too much jam in the bottom, otherwise it does that and it's raw. So you need to smear a teeny. Okay, here she is. The rest of the family used to have it with custard, but I absolutely can't stand custard.
You could do things like put vanilla.
You can make a chocolate one. Oh, it's good. It brings me back to childhood.
But yeah, I didn't used to put much jam in, and I.
Oh, this is fantastic. Yeah, so many variations you could do with this. What I would do, smooth a bit of Nutella on it, like the jam, and make it chocolatey.
Don't eat it. That's the problem. You can't then have that another day because it just literally goes
Bouncy.
dry. It's like no, more like a kind of sponge.
I'm gonna have a bit more, guys. And that was basically what I ate when I was a kid. No evening snacking. Absolutely not. You're going to bed, aren't you? Brushing your teeth and off you hop at like 7 o'clock. I hope you enjoyed this. What did you used to eat as kids? Was it similar to what I ate, or did you have really completely different food? Hope you enjoyed. Love you all loads. Peace out.